Hello and welcome back to the 2022 South Regional Championship in gorgeous Myrtle Beach, South Carolina at the Doug Shaw Memorial Stadium. My name is Mary Kimball and I am with Jordy Sancho with the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. Hey Jordy, how you doing?
Doing well. Game is underway. Already played 2 games today, feeling a little bit tired. Both of these teams I think have also gotten, Florida Gulf Coast I think has 2 games under their belt and Florida has 1, right? At this point?
Yeah, so blue is University of Florida on the right, white jerseys with green stripes are Gulf Coast. And that is what seems to be an easy goal by University of Florida right there. Chaser just able to find a way to carve a lane. Great job right there.
I would definitely be looking out for a lot of drives from Florida. Whenever they were playing Florida State earlier today, a lot of dunks on the middle hoop after getting rid of that third bludger on the opposite team. Good beat on the top chaser.
Number 6 on Gulf Coast had the quaffle, but unfortunately lost it to 42. Is looking to replicate, I think, what they had before. Great swat. Goes around the side.
Florida Gulf Coast loses both bludgers, misses. Shot good from Florida. Good shot by 13 there from Florida.
University of Florida starting this game off with a bang. They don't have to necessarily move this fast, though. They have the roster depth. They can kind of maybe outlast Gulf Coast a little bit.
Definitely playing with 9 players is a disadvantage in a game. In a day when you're playing 4 to 5 games.
Gulf Coast does not have bludger control right now. Number 12 passes it to number 6, who passes it to 7, who looks like they might have a lane, but they got beat, unfortunately. So quaffle is back in the hands of University of Florida on the right with their keeper. University of Florida, of course, still with bludger control. I think they've had bludger control this entire game so far, but I say the entire game, it's only been a couple minutes. It's been very fast already. Number 1 passes number 4, who passes it to the chaser behind the hoops, and beautiful, beautiful behind the hoop shot from that chaser.
Again, number 13 coming up clutch with a good shot behind the hoops. Or actually 23, sorry. Florida running a 2-2 zone, typical out of most college teams. Don't expect them to switch it up much, especially when they have control.
12 looks like they had a lane if they had just moved over, but they did not. And unfortunately, it looks like it might be a bludger or quaffle turnover to University of Florida. Just wanted to move them. Just be like 2 feet to the left, and you might have had a spot. But unfortunately, contrary to popular belief, we do not fly or apparate in Quidditch. So you win some, you lose some.
Every now and then I wish as a beater I had a bat to hit the ball around. Go a little bit faster, maybe.
Keeper number 1 passes it cleanly to number 4, who gets beat but shoots it off. Recovered by number 42, who dunks it in.
Aggressive dunk by Florida right there.
Great play, though, by Florida, being able to keep the ball moving until, I don't know if it was deliberate to leave space for 42 to find a lane, but it worked for them.
And I believe something Florida's done in almost every possession. At least 3 chasers have touched the ball, I'm pretty sure. Doing good ball movements and move the Florida Gulf Coast defense around.
Which is really surprising. I wonder if they're able to get away with it right now because, Gulf Coast is a little bit smaller. They haven't been able to maintain bludger control, so that gives you a little bit more flexibility to whip off those close passes.
Oh, and a fast break going right now for Florida. 42 getting out ahead of all of his other chasers and dunk on the middle hoop. Florida now winning 50-0.
Florida handily controlling the pace of this game right now. I don't even know if Gulf Coast has had an opportunity to go for bludger control.
Yeah, so far they've had a tough time getting both beaters to get an opportunity on one beater on the other team. Often they're zigzagging each other or going at different times, making it a little bit difficult to get both bludgers off of one trade.
And number 6, which is Olivia Swabeck, I believe, with the quaffle on the right side. Looks like they have an opening, and they do!
First goal for Florida Gulf Coast, putting them on the board now with 10 points. Florida running back on the other way. Transition offense gets a good beat by Florida Gulf Coast. Goal by Florida the other way. Still up 5.
That was a great transition opportunity by Florida. And again, you saw they could have gone they probably could have gone the fast break. We've seen it happen with what, 42 and 23, I think.
Yeah.
But instead, they had that pass, which is really lovely to see. More passing in Quidditch. We love to see it.
Got that good workmanship.
Good beats by number 5 from Florida Gulf Coast. Looks like they got control.
Passes the quaffle to the keeper in the back. Looks like they might have an opportunity if they could just get there, but they are tackled by number 19. but it was recovered by another chaser. Will they be able to drive through there?
Good
It
defense
looks like,
by Florida.
unfortunately, it was turned over to Florida. They could have maybe made a run for it, but they decided to slow it down, and now are taking it up in the center. Still with bludger control.
Florida Gulf Coast actually was managed to get bludger
I
control.
missed it.
It's going to be interesting to see what Florida does now. Ooh,
Too high from number 19, I believe.
good beat from number 5 from Florida Gulf Coast, that being Zachary Hine. Doing a good job out there leading the Florida Gulf Coast beater corps so far. Getting a lot of good beats, getting control for them as well. Getting some subs from Florida Gulf Coast as they move the quaffle up slowly.
Number 6, Quebec for Gulf Coast, bringing the quaffle up again on the right. Looks like if they have an opportunity to cut over, they might, but they're going around the back. They have a passing opportunity, but I'm not sure if they're going to take it, but quaffle went to another player, and unfortunately, I believe they got beat and they dropped it, and then the quaffle ran out of bounds, and it is a turnover.
Florida Gulf Coast still managing to keep control in that offensive possession, even though they did not get a goal. Good job by them being able to hold on to control.
I think that was really smart because I think that stopped University of Florida from turning that over into a fast break.
Definitely, especially with
both of those beaters right there.
Yep. It's been Florida's been strongest whenever they've been able to get their legs under them. Something that Florida Gulf Coast doesn't have the same advantage of.
And a little bit of a wild pass
Ooh.
to number 19 who catches it and lobs it through the center hoop. That was beautiful.
Nice one-handed catch by 19 there.
I did not expect that to happen, but also I'm not nearly as tall and talented as this player is.
That's what we at
Love to
UNC
see it.
like to refer to as a Quidditch move.
It's beautiful.
Actually can't help it, and that's how I got hurt last time.
Good on Gulf Coast for slowing this down. University of Florida is letting them, or not pushing them enough, depending on how you want to look at it. Number 12 from Gulf Coast going handedly center up the ball, up the field, passes it to number 20, who unfortunately misses it. Recovered by Florida. Number 19 might be making a run for it. There is a beater right there if they can get there. Oh, but unfortunately, a bit of a misdirection. Passes it to number 1, who lands it in. That was a beautiful bit of distraction by Florida right there.
And we can see that Florida subbed in number 13. That's from their beater lineup. Immediately, he seemed to get bludger control back for the team, and a goal happens immediately on fast break from there. Good job from Florida being able to control the bludger this whole game, for the most part.
Soccer ball is like way harder than you think.
Let's see what kind of offense Florida Gulf Coast is able to run now without control. Good beat up top.
Mentio number 12 with the quaffle up on the center initially, but now on the right, going behind the hoops. Gulf Coast keeps doing this. Probably due to the zone that Florida is running, but it doesn't seem to be quite working for them right now because I don't think there's enough spacing. I would push them to space out their chasers a little bit
And
more.
here comes a run from Florida.
But they slowed it down. Just past
Had
the
one
midfield
bludger
line.
back. Good job for Gulf Coast being able to get back on defense and stop the transition there. Also a great tackle by the Florida keeper, number 1 there on defense, being able to hold up that chaser and not let them get past him, able to get them to
Number 19
quaffle
now
back.
has the quaffle in the center, guarded by number 16. Makes a run for it on the right side. Beat a little bit of a wrap around the neck, but nothing happens, and that is a goal. Great goal by number 19. Guys, that was Cameron Berjandy. Again, see some slowness or deliberation from Florida as they walk it up. Getting some pressure though from 19, forcing them to make some more advances. Looks like they had an opening, but they didn't quite take it. They're behind the hoops again. Nearly lost the quaffle, got it back, but there's a little bit of tussle. I don't know if they'll be able to keep it, and they do not. It is back in the hands of number 2. There might be a call on that play though. I did not quite see what it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was something with the beaters over there. I think someone might have been beat, and they're just trying to determine if it would have been like a bludger interference or something, I'm pretty sure. Don't think it's going to affect play too much anyway. Could determine whether or not Florida Gulf Coast keeps control after this little chat between the refs, though.
Which would be unfortunate. They have worked hard to maintain bludger control, and Florida has not really let up.
Not at all. Florida playing definitely a little bit more aggressive, more physical. Something that, again, Florida Gulf Coast just can't seem to take advantage of, only running 9 players. long deliberation going on here, trying to decide, I think, exactly what beater from Florida Gulf Coast the foul happened on. See what they decide at this moment. No harm, no foul is going to be their final call. I don't think they could pick out exactly what beater probably made a mistake, but who knows at this point.
Good for Gulf Coast, though. They still have bludger control, and the quaffle is slowly going up with number 19. A little bit of great pressure from number 12 forces him to change his direction, but then there's blocked. No, goal went in.
Barely redirecting the hoop and able to slide through with the quaffle right there. Good shot from number 2, the keeper from Florida. Florida Gulf Coast making a couple subs, getting some fresh feet out there. Maybe they can get a little bit more pace pushing. They still got control here. Let's see if they can get a goal on this possession.
Number 6 bringing it up. Olivia Swabeka-Ben has been, I think, one of their primary ball carriers on JMU. It passes it
Got the ball
to
out.
another chaser who, unfortunately, I believe is beat, and then it goes back to number 19 who passes it to the keeper. Gulf Coast, it looks like, still has bludger control. Quaffle
Ooh, good
passes
beat there from number
2
12.
to another chaser on the right, who unfortunately is beat, but then Quaffle goes out of bounds, and it looks like it's going to be turned over to Gulf Coast. Might be a little bit of a
Good stop from the Florida Gulf Coast keeper there, contesting that quaffle. Might have been out on them, might have been out on Florida. Hard to tell from this angle. We'll see what the refs decide. Yeah. Number 12 there, or 19 for Florida Gulf Coast, coming up with a key beat there on number 2 from the Florida team, putting the quaffle on the ground. It is Florida ball inbounding from behind off of a Florida Gulf Coast player. All of their other teammates are behind the midline at the moment. Let's see what they decide to do here.
If I were them, I might lob it for a reset, but I don't know.
And it looks like he stepped right back out of bounds after walking the ball in.
I hate when that happens.
Very unfortunate.
Now we have to make sure number 19 starts from the correct place. Head referee for this game, by the way, is Brett Curtis, who we last saw at the Mid-Atlantic Championship earlier this season, I should say.
I'm hoping this possession to see a bit more aggression out of Florida Gulf Coast, especially their beaters. They've been able to maintain control for the past couple of minutes, I'm pretty sure, at this point. Be nice to see if they can do something on offense with it as well to be able to clear up some lanes for their chasers. Getting past the top chasers and their keeper has been pretty difficult
Number
for them.
12, though, is bringing up the quaffle from the center to the right. Goes behind the hoops like we've seen before, but unfortunately number 20 wasn't quite in position to receive the quaffle. It is back in the hands of Florida. Florida now being the ones to take it up a little bit more methodically up the pitch, making a little bit of a move right, passes it a little bit too far, unfortunately, the chaser in the back.
Knocks it
but
back to the
number 2
keeper.
recovers, passes it to number 27 or 21, who drops it, but then tries to get it back. I think that's going to stay with Gulf Coast, and I am right. It is back with number 12. That would be William Montillo. Florida has not scored in a while now.
It's been a very slow-paced game recently. Both teams doing a good job stopping any transitions. Not much offense either. Really solid defense from both sides so far. Florida Gulf Coast looking good with their beater line. Florida making a lot of their stops with their chaser line, not even needing their beaters to make a play on the quaffle.
Quaffle's back with number 2, who's looking like they might want to pass it off to the right, but I'm not sure. Maybe make a go for it. Pops it high up. Unfortunately, chaser behind is not able to get it. Just not. Would have been needed to be 2 feet taller maybe to get that one. But it is back. Quaffle is back with Gulf Coast. Montillo bringing it up again.
Florida subbing in a bit different chaser line here. Haven't seen these two play together yet. Interesting to see how their defense is going to look at this point.
We're still seeing that zone defense defense from Florida.
Good beat from number
12
5.
passes it to number 7, who gets a little bit of pressure, tries to maybe go back to number 12. Ball doesn't quite go out. There's a tackle, though. I'm not sure if 12's going to go down. Looks like that might have gone out or nearly out. So close. Number 12 passes it back. We're just stuck in this corner, folks.
Good tackle from Florida there. Pretty sure he was able to force number 12 from Florida Gulf Coast out of bounds, leading to the quaffle turnover.
Bit of a stop while we figure, oh, that is a yellow card on number 9. That is not good for Gulf Coast right now. I wonder if this is when we'll see a little bit of transition in University of Florida scoring some more.
Especially with them being able to get control on that defensive possession as well. They got the quaffle in hand, all their chasers together with a break. I'd like to see a goal out of them quickly here.
Florida is going to be inbounding the ball. Play has resumed. Number 11, making a run for it. Passes it to number 2.
Ooh,
passes it off to the side.
was it
passes
good?
it to their chaser, who lobs it in. That was great coordination by Florida.
I've been blessed.
Florida Gulf Coast getting their player back from the penalty box after the goal from Florida, playing with 6 players again.
Score is now 10-110. With, of course, Florida in the lead. Number 12 going up that right side again. We keep seeing that from Gulf Coast. Getting some pressure from 22. Unfortunately, 12 no longer a passing option. Gets beat.
Good fall. Oh, Florida able to recover it from their keeper. Good beating from Florida in order to get rid of all of their passing options as chasers right there.
Gulf Coast still has bludger control though.
That's the only way. I gotta stay active.
Number 2 with the quaffle, long passed over in the corner, and that is going to go out of bounds, but it's also beat. Or not beat.
We got
UF next.
Gulf Coast inbounding the ball now.
Gulf Coastal
Okay.
and then UF back to back.
Okay, biggest thing. Florida Gulf Coast.
Florida Gulf Coast got to get a lot of props to a couple of their players so far. Their beaters, number 5 and 19, I don't think have subbed in like 10, 15 minutes at this point, doing a great job playing this whole time. As well as their keeper, number 12, staying in, pushing through what I'm sure he's like pain and tired already at this point.
Going on the center, I bet we're going to see them go off to the right.
Good block from
Pass.
Florida beater.
But unfortunately, number 7 fumbles. Ball goes off bounds, and it's going to be blue inbounding. Florida inbounding the ball. A little bit.
No bludgers on either side at the moment. All of them are off pitch.
Number 2 runs for it, makes a little bit of a jog, and scores. There might be a card on the play, but the goal might be good.
He's willing to be. Yeah.
Just waiting for the bludger to get back closer to the field, bringing the other one back in play as well, I believe. Trying to help us speed up the pace of play a little bit.
Focus fire on hand when we're basically set. Pretty much.
I'm confused.
What's the game time? Oh, it's all the way over there. Never mind.
They're commentating.
Jordy, you have game time?
No card on the play, but a little bit of complicated bludger rules.
Yep, going to be a bludger turnover from Florida Gulf Coast, giving control back to Florida already.
That sounds like
Play is resuming. Florida Gulf Coast lost control. Goal from Florida was good. Ball is live again.
Number 7 bringing up the quaffle for Gulf Coast.
Getting a couple of well-needed subs here at this point for Florida Gulf Coast. Getting in some fresh legs now. coming near to the 20-minute mark, I believe, at this point. Going to be interesting to see what they do during snitch on pitch, the fast pace of play at that point as well.
Good beat from number 5. Looks like you could clear a lane to 7, but 7 passes back to number 6. So back with the quaffle again. Has been seeing a lot of play time, trying to make some great moves, but the zone defense from Florida is just super effective. Attempted pass to number 9 on Gulf Coast, but unfortunately it is turned over to Florida, who's making a
Number
run for
2
it. Number
running.
2 goes to the smallest hoop, scores.
Good shot there.
Yo, who's this handsome AR on the field?
Number 5 is very good at the short. What?
So back to number 6 for Gulf Coast, bringing up the quaffle again,
Belt handsome.
flanked by their great beater, number 5, Zachary Hine. Goes on the left this side, makes a
Switching
long
up.
pass to number
Ooh.
7. Unfortunately, a little bit too tall, a little bit too long, and ball goes out of bounds. Blue now has, University of Florida now has the ball, passes it from 2 to 21, so they can make a bit of a sub.
Our friend from
We are at 17 minutes, so we have 3 more minutes until this period ends.
Five basically carries the game.
Ooh. Unfortunate nutmeg right there for Florida, going right between their keeper's legs. Turn over to Florida Gulf Coast right there.
So back for Gulf Coast, bringing up the quaffle in the center, flanked by Hine. And goes on the right side. A tackle from number 22. Looks like it might have been issue right on the back, but what do I know? Number 20 attempts to get it, drops it, but
Good
recovered by
beat.
number 9.
Florida running
Unfortunately,
again
that is
already.
a transition opportunity for Florida. Number 1 has it. Looks like they're about to get wrapped, but unfortunately doesn't quite go the way they want, and number 1 is able to score.
I got up till points. They shouldn't even come out. They shouldn't even.
Ball is now going to be turned over again to Gulf Coast.
What? Yeah.
And we have a stop and play.
Hey, we bulldoze game.
Need to review. Something's going on with someone's thumb. Not sure.
Looks like gonna need a sub right here, potentially bleeding on the field. Gonna always have to replace a player for that.
Ref confirms you're having an injury timeout. Play has resumed.
Florida Gulf Coast with control, walking down the field right now. Number 12 with the ball now after subbing the keeper out.
Passes it to number 15, who I don't know if we've seen much this game. Passes it back to 12.
Going on that right side he likes so much.
Looks like might have a pass opportunity with 9. Goes to 15 again, though.
Resetting the option a little bit.
9 might be available. 9 fumbles, goes to 1 on Florida, unfortunately. I think Gulf Coast is struggling a little bit with positioning, and also given the fast-paced nature of this game, you got to make some modifications. Number 1 goes on the left, passes
Good
it to number
second
22
pass.
on the left, passes to Chaser in the back, and goal is good.
Again, that sweet, crisp ball movement coming out of Florida, leading to a lot of goals for them. In transition, in the half set, it doesn't matter. They're making good passes.
Gulf Coast slowly bringing up the quaffle with number 12, Mentillo, once again as keeper, flanked by Hine. their
Taking out the
fantastic
top
beater.
chaser.
Beats number 4, able to create a little bit of a lane, but unfortunately, pass did not go through, and it looks like it went out of bounds, and it is turned over to Florida. 1938, so not quite at last possession, but we are almost there.
Florida Gulf Coast just seems slightly off on all of these like passes right behind the hoops. They could clean it up a little bit. I'm sure we would see a few more goals out of them on their offensive possessions.
I just want to stretch out their positioning.
A little bit. A bit more spread out from them. Not having chasers stacked on top of each other would help their positioning a lot.
Yeah. Some great beater play, able to open things up a little bit for Florida. Tries to pass to number 22, who's not available, but number 19
Florida
is
Gulf
there to
Coast, no
recover.
beaters on the hoops too. Let's see if they take
Number
advantage.
22 gets the ball and is able to get it through.
And that is the end of regulation right there. We're going to be finishing it with Florida at 160 and Florida Gulf Coast at 10. Giving them a 1-minute break. We will be back soon with some action.
Welcome back to the Florida Gulf Coast versus University of Florida game. We are now at set score, which is going to be 250. I can't do
230.
math. 230, excuse me. I edited the wrong box. 1 second, folks.
Interested to see the seeking play that we get out of both of these teams right here. See if it'll be another fast snitch catch as we've been seeing a little bit so far today, or if this snitch will be do a little bit better job being able to fight off both of the seekers.
Meanwhile, in the quaffle, University of Florida able to recover.
Going down the sideline, same side as the beater. Unfortunately, good
A
chasers
little
already
bit of a
up
long
top.
pass, but 4 is already there. There's not that many people on them. That might change now, though. All of JMU is there. Pass back to one who lobs it very quickly.
Good.
Awesome quick hands right there from University of Florida. If they can keep this up, this might be over quickly-ish, but we'll see. A catch from University of Florida, able to use both hands around the snitch.
Like, yeah. Gets it, and then beaters just back to normal play again.
It's really nice for subs.
We'll see if the catch is good. The thing with using both hands is that you run the risk of impeding the snitch. I could kind of see it being called off, but I admittedly was paying a little bit more attention to quaffle pay, and you know, we have a different angle and we don't see everything, much to our chagrin at the live stream table. Catch is good.
Quickly, already putting up 45 points in the snitch on pitch, only needing 30 more to win this game.
Score is 10 to 205. UF with a commanding lead. And with bludger control on UF's side, we are back into regular quaffle play. Number 15 for Gulf Coast, Stephanie Brennan bringing up the quaffle in the center. Taking it a little bit slowly. Has a passing opportunity with 12. Gets it, 12 fumbles it a little bit. Florida right recovered. They don't. Goes on to the right side. Don't really see any passing opportunities though. This is what I mean by they need to stretch out their offense a little bit. Oh, nearly a great conversion by Gulf Coast. They were in the right place, but they got blocked by the keeper. Number 1 now has the quaffle, has run up the field, passes it to number 19, who passes it off to number 4, who has it. They're trying to go through, but Gulf Coast is being relentless right now. And
Falling on the quaffle, finally the keeper for Florida Gulf Coast able to recover it.
wow.
Getting some beater play to finally show up. Looks like we might have an injury on the field for number 15 for Florida Gulf Coast. Honestly, been very fortunate playing with 9 players. They are looking gassed at this point. Hopefully they'll keep it up. No major injuries for them. Hopefully just like bleeding from the nails, those kind of issues for the rest of the day for them.
called to the field, and we might be getting an injury sub for number 15.
$8.
$1, and then I'll just wear like 15.
No, just in wise.
It's at the bottom.
Guys, you get to like rinsing out extra space on your arm. It's like, all right, that's a bit of petty for your
Gulf Coast with the quaffle. Mentillo bringing it up in the center. It doesn't look like, no, Florida still has bludger control. Hine with the other bludger for Gulf Coast.
Good beat
Number
by Zachary
12
Hine.
goes on the right side, passes it to Swabeck. Unfortunately, is beat. It gets dropped. Number 12 tries to be there. Maybe Swabeck wasn't beat. Swabeck
able
is
to block
beat
it with the
now.
quaffle. Do
Quaffle
turn
is
it over.
turned over to Florida.
Yeah, they don't have
Good job from beater number 5 from Florida Gulf Coast.
Here from the sidelines, if you are even a little bit tired, sub.
Moving the ball behind the hoops, going for a one-handed catch.
Didn't quite work though. Maybe not giving up. Enough Gulf Coast players were on the ball that now.
Ooh,
it is
good
back
wrestle
in
for the
their
bludger away from the quaffle. Florida Gulf Coast able to hold on to it throughout the great tackle by the Florida beater right there.
Good grit though by number 4 on Gulf Coast for not letting up. Gulf Coast now with bludger control. Hine going with Mentillo, providing that guard. Mentillo's going on the right side. What we've seen from Gulf Coast, a little bit of an opportunity to go around. I don't really see a good passing place though, unfortunately.
One
Number
chase-
7 has the quaffle, didn't have the quaffle, unfortunately blocked by number 1.
Let's see what the call here is by the head referee. Call an advantage for the offense right there. Throwing his marker out on the field. Let's see what he discusses with the goal ref.
There for what? For what? Oh.
I've still got one more, so I've got more shots. It was rain.
The first,
No, it was painful because we got our ass.
my freshman year's game was great.
Yeah.
Because we won that.
I've watched
Last year.
every YouTube long time.
We won both of our games our first year.
Yeah.
Zion got hurt our first game.
Oh yeah, because
He tore his shoe.
his shoe busted open while he was hurt. Okay.
Florida Gulf Coast maintaining quaffle possession. Yellow card going to Florida Chaser right there. Not sure what exactly the contact penalty was, but let's see if Florida Gulf Coast can take advantage with them only having 3 chasers on Florida side right now.
What?
I also believe they have control. This would be a great opportunity for them to score.
A long pass to Swabeck, doesn't get it unfortunately, and Quaffle is back with Florida. Might be making a fast break. Great positioning from that chaser. I thought they went in, but maybe it didn't.
Looked like it hit off a 9. Couldn't quite tell if it had gone through the goal already by the time that it hit him. Fortunately, so far this game, we've had a lot of stoppages for like technical calls, not much like egregious physicality going on between these two teams. Nice to see a pretty clean game going on between the two teams.
Florida just needs 2 more goals to win this game. Number 12, Mentillo bringing up the quaffle just past the midfield line. Going a little bit on the right. Hine
Clearing some
lodges a
space.
bludger, creates a little bit of opportunity for Mentillo to go behind, heading towards the left. Passes it, unfortunately, too long to Swabeck.
Good
but a
save.
beat by Hine keeps the quaffle in play, but forced to the back. 12 looks like they could get it. 9 now has it now, excuse me. Could be a great opportunity for Gulf Coast to get it in there, but nearly do, and it is picked up by Florida.
Play stopping there for a second. I think players were confused about what happened. Ref telling them to keep moving. No call on the field.
Oh wait, but now there is a stop for maybe something else.
Kind of had one of the FPC chasers like this.
Looks like
maybe
AR
for
saw something.
potential net contact.
Head ref choosing not to call it there.
No call on that play. Florida bringing up the quaffle, center-ish. Haven't quite passed the midfield line yet.
Both of their beaters staying back, relying solely on their chasers for this possession. Having all 4 chasers back again after the 1 minute in the penalty box there.
Passes it to the chaser in the back, who lobs it to the center. Goal is not good, but it's recovered by number 21, which could give them an opportunity again. The chaser going around the right side, gets beat, drops the quaffle, recovered, but now it is back with number 12, who is stopped, of course, by those beaters, who, remember from 30 seconds ago, never left that side of the field. Which I think was a smart move for Florida. A little unusual, but it completely worked. It had the desired effect, and now Mentillo can't quite find a place to go. Pass to Swebeck, who might be able to find an opportunity if there weren't so many chasers on them. Attempted tackle by Florida, but they do recover the ball, I think just by wrestling out of the player's hand.
One bludger for Florida Gulf Coast.
And it is too low. Oh.
Going for a long shot. Florida only needs 2 more goals here. I can see why they're beating so defensively at this point, not even wanting to risk control, not even wanting to give Florida Gulf Coast a chance to score again, probably in this game.
I admit I find it fascinating not wanting to end this game more quickly, given that they're up so much. But, you know, they could be trying something out.
It would be nice to try and get this game over.
Number 12 passes it back to Swebeck. Immediately pressure, though, by number 21, I believe, on Florida. Passes it back to number 7, who nearly gets it, but not quite, and ball is turned over to Florida.
Gulf Coast still with only 1 bludger. Zachary Hine back on defense, so not letting Florida get the chance to even fast break. Florida subbing in a bit more of their starters. I think they're trying to get this game over with.
Great beat by Hine, and now Gulf Coast is back with the ball. I wonder if Gulf Coast has started to run a little bit more quickly, if they could have done something with it, but they don't have control. So, you know.
Florida now, interestingly, for the first time this game, running their keeper up top in the zone. Hopefully wanting to get an aggressive tackle out of him. He has definitely been their stellar
Gulf Coast
tackler.
going on the left side, which we haven't seen much from them.
Ball.
Wrapped by number 2, passes it to Swebeck.
And they've got a fast break going.
Number 23
Chasers spread
going
out.
for it, passes it
Nothing.
to 2, who makes the goal.
Nothing Zachary Hine could have done there. Stuck on an island by himself between 2 chasers. Hard position to be in.
I appreciated that pass. Didn't have to do it. Did it anyway.
1 more goal needed from Florida here. Probably still looking to move in transition to get that easy goal to finish the game.
Number 6, Swebeck for Gulf Coast, bringing up the quaffle, going on the center left again. A little bit of a screen provided by a Gulf Coast player, but unfortunately, number 12 is beat. 23 runs it down. A little bit of a too long of a pass for number 2. I don't know if it's going to work for them this time. It might, because there's no beaters, I think. Number 23 nearly gets it, but it is recovered by 6, who passes it to 12. Now has the ball, Gulf Coast with the quaffle now. I gotta hand it to the Gulf Coast team. They are working very hard.
Still getting a lot of reps in right here.
Yeah.
Getting some practice in for sure, no matter what, how the game is looking. Playing against a team that's better than you is always good experience to try and learn from that.
Well, and you can see they're starting to make some changes, spread out their offense a little bit more, try to keep more of that diamond shape that you want. Number 12 tries to make it go in, but unfortunately deflected by, I think, number 21 on Florida. Number 2 now has the quaffle for Florida. Bringing it up, looks like might pass it. Yep, pass it to the right.
No bludgers for Florida Gulf Coast.
A little bit of a fake out, 23 with the game-ending goal. Game is over. Thank you so much for joining us. We will be back soon with more Quidditch from beautiful Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.